Hello, Libra. Welcome to your energy reading for what you need to hear right now. Of course, as always, take what makes sense for you and your story. If anything connects, if you don't mind supporting with a like, comment, subscribe, we'll really appreciate the support. And of course, we'd love to have you a part of the channel. So welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Let's just jump into it and see what Spirit has for you at this time. You obviously were drawn here for a reason, so let's see what that is. What's going on with Libra at this time, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, so we have Leo coming out. I don't know if you're dealing with a Leo, have that in your chart. I don't know if some of you are a Cancer, dealing with a Cancer. This could be fire, water. Yeah, Leo's coming up again. Or this could also represent something having to do with Leo season. Yeah, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So, I feel like there's something about emotional confusion right now. I don't know if this is having to do with a relationship. I don't know if this is having to do with not seeing a situation clearly. You also have the Strength card right next to that. So this could, again, be having to do with a Leo person or something having to do with the Leo season. This is talking about projections with the Seven of Cups. This is talking, well, actually, it's this way. I keep forgetting my camera's flipped. But this is talking about projections, which can talk about emotional projections, like making a situation, something that it really isn't, turning a mole into a mountain, or, because you're feeling some type of way, feeling like someone doesn't have the best intentions or isn't, it's kind of like, they're acting funny. Are they cheating on me? But they may not be cheating. It just may be something going on that hasn't been expressed. So that's just an example. Not saying that that's happening to you, although that could apply for some of you. I don't know. Hopefully that's not the case. But the Strength card also talks about having courage to stand in your power, and also to be able to calm yourself, tame yourself, not let your ego get the best of you. It's kind of like listening to your intuition. While your intuition is quiet, your ego is loud. So it's easy to let the ego sometimes overrule your intuition, which is trying to guide you in the right direction. But I want to say, any challenging situation that you've been dealing with, maybe you've been feeling stuck, maybe you've been feeling blocked, maybe you've just feeling like nothing's really changing or working, or not really sure how things are going to work out for you. But I feel like this is something that is going to become more apparent. This is the Chariot with awareness. So this is talking about at least so the Chariot does talk about moving forward, accomplishing your goals, overcoming any challenges or adversities. It is, I think, represented by one of the gladiators, like in the Roman times. So, but it also is a representation of spiritual protection and spiritual guidance. And even in this card, you see how there's a veil that is being burned. Now there's a shadow of a man, but what's inside is a little girl or a boy, I can't really tell, but a child. So I don't know if there's something about children that's coming through for some of you that you're having challenges with. I don't know if there's something about your inner child, because again, with this projections, not only the projections, which there could be things coming out because of what you have still been holding on to or dealing with as far back as childhood, but also with the Strength card, because it kind of makes me feel like you've had to kind of put on a brave face, or ever since childhood, you've been in survival mode, or a lot of challenges, or I'm also picking up, I don't know why I'm getting this, but I don't know if people have called you an old soul, or maybe you feel like you've just had to grow up even faster than you should have. But I also will say that, especially with the projections and awareness card, it just makes me feel like any facade, any illusions are going to be falling away. I don't know why I keep flipping it wrong. It's supposed to be this way. Any projections that you have are being burned away, whether these are projections that are coming from inside of you, or whether these are projections that were put onto you because of people around you during your childhood, or even other people, like or a person or other people having to, like, gaslighting energy, like, oh, you're just coming up with things that aren't true, or your intuition isn't on point even though it is, or maybe they're trying to lie, cheat, manipulate, just not being authentic for some of you that are maybe dealing with a person or people that don't have good intentions. And I don't normally get that with the Seven of Cups, but for some reason it's just coming through this way in this deck. So even though it's kind of like the lay of the land may be a little confusing, like not really sure if you're going to step on a landmine or not, this is why I feel like you have the Knight of Pentacles, which is saying slowing down. You may be slowing down around this time to really get a lay of the land before moving forward. Because the Knight of Pentacles, which is an earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but this is talking about planning your next moves, planning your future. How do I want to move forward? What is it that I truly want to create? But also having trust and faith that things are going to work out for you, and that you are divinely guided and protected, because you have this rainbow of a promise. And I feel like there's something about this turtle seeing the rainbow, and like his shell is turning rainbow. It's kind of like reconnecting with your faith, reconnecting with your spiritual awareness of what you are capable of, in order to be able to tap into this strength that will assist you in overcoming any like emotional confusion, or liars, cheaters, stealers, or burning down anything that is a facade, anything that is not true, and being able to see things clearly. Like, so again, I feel like whatever is being hidden is going to come to light, especially having to do with like communication, truth. This is a rebirth as well for you, is what I strongly feel, which is kind of making sense with the chariot illustration here of like, it's almost like a rise of the phoenix energy, having to burn down a version of yourself that's not even true, or burning down some sort of facade that you may be experiencing outside of you, that just is no longer serving, and also that is coming to an end. And it may be a catalyst, maybe something that feels like it's happening to you. Libra, almost called you Virgo, so maybe you have Virgo in your chart or dealing with one, doesn't have to be, but my face is itching really strongly. So this is another confirmation for me as an empath reader, letting me know you're spiritually guided, but being watched over. Like, you have a loved one on the other side that's with you. Could be your spirit guide angels, maybe you're praying around this time. Yeah, I'm just telling you, you're being watched over, you're being guided, you're being supported. Whatever's hidden is going to come to light. I just feel like with this, it's kind of like the straw that breaks the camel's back, as there is a camel here that's being hidden. It's like there's one little thing that is like, it's like the one little thing that like pulls the string of like the whole, that unravels the whole thing. It's like that one thing that just happens to break through the cracks. And maybe you're breaking through the cracks in some ways, but I'm just saying that you're being called to tame your energy, to find your courage, your strength, to overcome these obstacles, even when it feels unstable, even when it feels out of balance, and especially dealing with loss, like dealing with some sort of heartbreak ending, and also maybe even grieving, childhood wounds, like things as far back as childhood that you had to experience, that may be affecting you in your later life and your adult life. But it's like, it's time to shed that version of yourself that's not truly in alignment and authentic to your innocence. That, not saying that you have to be like a child again, but at the same time with that message, it's like being your authentic self, as authentic as a child would be. Like, there's no mask, there's no facade, there's no fear, doubt, worry, and anxiety that other people have projected onto you. And again, this could have been like maybe your parents, this could have been society, people around you. So it could have to do with a multitude of people in different areas of life. But it's like you're breaking out of that. You're shedding out of that. You're coming out of the dark and into the light to shine, and you are going to see things clearly, and you're going to be able to move forward with confidence and stability and security after some sort of major ending in order to rebuild your life in the ways that you've always deserved to live. It's like getting to live that dream life. And that's why I feel like these rainbows are coming through and my face is itching like crazy to say that Spirit is saying, like, you're going to be okay. And there's heaven waiting for you on the other side of these challenges, this death, this ending, this loss, whatever it is for you. I hope all of this was making sense, Libra. Let's go ahead and get a Moonology card to wrap it up and see what else comes out for you. If anything did make sense, definitely let me know down below. Luck is on your side. I'm telling you, Libra, everything is working out for you, but you're not fully seeing it right now with the new moon energy. The new moon energy is like, you don't even see the new moon in the sky. There's no moonlight. So it's like, even in darkness, you're being called to have faith and walk by faith, not by sight, and to move forward and trust and confidence within your own intuitive spiritual awareness of what is true and right to you. This is Sagittarius energy as well. So it's like expansion. It's about learning from what you have experienced. I almost said endured. So maybe, especially with the Courage card, I mean, having to go through a rock bottom hard place, or being in the dark, being held back, being blocked, being suffocated, being restricted, whatever this may be. But it's like you're gonna break through that, you know. And even with the bow and arrow, it's like, in order for the arrow to shoot far and hit the target, it has to be pulled back. So there can be a feeling of tension, again, restriction, being pulled backwards, like things are, you know, going the wrong way, but it's actually going the right way. You're just meant to go through a rebirth. You're meant to burn down people, places, and things, you know, metaphorically, obviously, that are not in alignment with you. And look, a new cycle begins. Maybe it has to do with romance, but this is your energy. New moon as well. New moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. So that, again, this could have to do with romance, relationships for some of you. Doesn't have to be romance, could be relationships in general. But I feel like you're about to wrap some things up. Let's just say wrap some things up, because you're about to get the hell out of Dodge and go in a different direction, and you're going to go farther and wider than you ever have been able to before. This is the promise that you are going to achieve harmony and balance and a life that you can live freely and be like a child and manifest your dreams and go out there and do what you love to do and be loved and respected by others who will. But I hope this made sense and connected for you, Libra. Definitely let me know down below. If you would like to donate or book a reading with me, you can do so through my link tree, which is down below. Thank you to everyone who has donated. It really does mean a lot. Hopefully I'll get to work with you soon, but thanks for choosing me to read your energy. And until next time, have a blessed day.